The Clerk of Criminal Court tells me it could cost the city upwards of $1 million to restore documents that were once being held in a Department of Public Works trailer. Plus, their efforts to find a new home for those documents have stalled.
I think this has taught everyone involved a lesson about how serious these matters are.
Still trying to wrap his head around how sensitive documents ended up in a Gentilly landfill last month, Clerk of Criminal Court Darren Lombard says the investigation into how it happened is ongoing. He says LSP was recently in his office.
I did an interview with LSP. They later came back and interviewed everyone that was involved from the clerk's standpoint.
But he says it could be a while before he gets some answers. Sensitive court documents were being housed in the city's Department of Public Works trailers for years with no issues at their mid-city yard. That is until they were thrown out without any notice. The documents could be needed at any point should there be an update like an appeal in a case. Plus, there's a legal obligation to protect those documents. Lombard and his team were able to recover some of them. In the meantime, they're hoping to find a company to restore the damaged documents.
We have to get the funds from the city on that, but those documents have to be restored. And that's a lengthy process, very tedious and expensive.
What's the cost on that are we looking at?
We've gotten an estimate previously because some of the documents needed work anyway, and that was $1.2 million.
Once they're restored, Lombard says those documents will be scanned into a new case management system, which he says was always the plan. He says that system should be launching within the next 2 months.
Even with documents that are still there that that have not been damaged. So we're gonna make sure those are prioritized and put in the system first.
Before they can be processed, the files they don't have space for at court will still need to be housed somewhere. Lombard has been working with the city to find a new location.
It has slowed down a little bit.
But he tells me he still has faith the state will get him some answers. Lombard tells me he believes the lines of communication between the court and the city will be much more open now moving forward. LSP tells me they cannot comment on the ongoing investigation, and the city has yet to get back to me. Reporting in front of criminal court, Alyssa Curtis, WWL Louisiana.